Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the loft again. We're going to do another reading, chapter 3 this time. And as you see, I'm leaning against a framed map. What am I doing that for? Well, we just want to take a look at where the reading is going to come from, what part of the world. I'm not sure if you can see it because the light is coming through the window. By the way, if you hear wind outside, it's stormy outside, so a lot of rain and wind there, so forgive the intrusion of weather. I'm not sure if you can see this, but anyway, I thought I'd just point to where we are in the world. You can see pretty obviously this is the Nile Delta here, that top triangle, and Cairo is there where my finger is, and you can very obviously follow the Nile, which is where I cycled all the way down to Aswan here. And then you see that section there, sort of bluish, that's Lake Nasser, that artificial lake created by the Aswan Dam. And here a very obvious line is where the border between Egypt to the north and Sudan to the south. I'd have to go behind the map here now. And the reading that I'm referring to happens about here. So we're well into the desert section, near a town called Kerma. And that's where we're at. Yeah. So I'm going to put that away and get on with the reading because I've got to get out and do some other work. So hang in there now, stay with me, and we'll get going. Take a sip from a mug for a mug. I'm titling this reading from a long way from Clare to here because it's a song that I sung with a bunch of Sudanese guys, and anyway we'll come to that. So chapter 3, the sun has got your brain. Once again the bike was pushed into the evening, 17 kilometers from the town of Kerma. The only reason I wished to get to Kerma was because of Akasha, the young teacher whose father I had helped. He would be there that evening and had scribbled an address. 17 kilometers is nothing on a tarred road, but on soft sand at night, I wasn't going to make it. Then, like a bat out of hell, a box came roaring towards me. This time I stood my ground, and, no surprise, the afro-haired driver and his skin-headed mate skidded to a halt. With minimal fuss, they threw me and the bike in the back and tore off. In the 2 years of travel, that 17-kilometre ride ranks as the wildest, craziest buck and bronco ride of all. There was nothing to hold on to but the sides of the box, and I held on for dear life. With one leg, I tried to keep the bike from rattling to bits and cursed myself for getting on board, but there was nothing I could do. Shout out? Their music was so loud I imagined it could be heard in Chad. At one point, going over a pothole-infested stretch, I honestly thought they had forgotten they had anybody in the back. They stopped at some village chai house, the curly-headed driver telling me to wait 5 minutes, sir. And I telling him I was getting out, that all I wanted was to meet a guy named Akasha in the town of Kerma, and I'd prefer to walk than be rattled to bits. Ah, Akasha, he is our friend. Yes, mister, to his house we go. Stay, please. We will take you. Crazy but true, so I stayed. And Maher, for that was the driver's name, brought out a chai to calm me down. After his tea break, he shot off again as if being chased by an invisible police car or being pulled by some powerful thought of imminent ecstasy. He drove through the village of Argo like a madman, winding in and out between donkeys, telegraph poles, and even people. Things went by my field of vision at an alarming rate until Kerma came and almost went. But on its outskirts we finally stopped, only to be told that Akasha had gone to Mar's own home, but thankfully that was just around the corner. On seeing me wobbling through his door, Maher asked if I was okay. "Hey," I replied, "have you ever sat in the back of your own box with a crazy driver driving?" "Oh, no, but I would love to do that," he laughed. I suggested he'd try it sometime. "But we arrived safe, yes?" And he put his long arm on my shoulder to lead me in. A cashier was there, along with a Khalid, a Fattah, 3 Mohammeds, a Tariq and a Bagheri. The door was bolted behind me, and for a moment I was concerned about my safety. Then a cashier asked, "Ah, Mr. John, it is so good to meet you again. Do you wish a drink?" The instant thought that came was, "Oh God, not more tea. Spare me, please, not more bloody tea." But it wasn't, and I should have known. The aragi was as good as the best poaching. A single glass was passed around, so everyone got exactly the same. A shisha pipe was already on the go, but not fast enough, so someone rolled. Smoking was not my thing, but by the time Kamal, the local doctor, arrived, I was certain I could understand all the Arabic jokes being thrown around. I was laughing at nothing but the laughter of others, until the good doctor translated a joke for my benefit. "A sultan," he said,